Okay guys, the second way to generate traffic is the form signature. Now what I like to do is I like to go into Google or Yahoo and search for a form that's in my particular niche. And I'll go to the maybe top 4 or 5 forums on that first search page because they're ranked pretty high and they're probably the ones getting the most amount of traffic. So just to give you an example of how I do it, I go into sites where people are building web pages like HTML web pages, Flash web pages, because they're going to need to know how to generate traffic. So what I'll do is I'll do a search for HTML tutorials, and I'll get the first maybe 4 or 5 forums in that first page. And you can do the same with your niche. Just find a forum related to your niche, put it in Yahoo or Google, and look at the first 4 or 5 forums that come up. And usually those sites are the ones that are getting a lot of traffic because they're on that first page. So I found this one forum. It's an HTML forum, and just to show you how I'm going to respond, I already registered with this forum, and the question here is, how do I embed a FLV and also an IVR file in HTML? Now, the thing with forums is you want to give good quality responses. You don't want to just say one-worded responses or a sentence. You want to kind of elaborate and really provide enough resources for for that person that's asking that question, so that you kind of look like an expert and you know what you're talking about. And not only that, it helps build credibility, and it also establishes you as a person that's really genuinely interested in helping that person figure out the problem. So I already written a response. I'm gonna put it in here, and my response really is pretty much I wrote, I don't think you can embed an FLV file on an HTML page. Your best option would be to convert the FLV file to an MPEG using, and I list a website that he can go to convert the FLV file to an MPEG file. And then I write and say, then upload the MPEG file to YouTube and embed the code onto your HTML page that way. Or convert the MPEG file through the latest Adobe Flash and embed the file that way. Hopefully this helps. If not, repost back in this thread. So I give him 2 options on how to convert that file so he can embed it on his page. And then I also mention that if none of those options work, he can repost, and then I can help him again. So there again, I'm giving him good quality response, and anyone else coming in this thread that sees that will also notice that. You establish yourself as someone who knows what they're talking about, and once you do that in a forum, people are curious to find out what it is that you do, and it drives them to your signature link. So I'm going to preview the post so you can see what the preview looks like. And here's my response, and as you can see, here's my signature. Enroll in our free traffic tactics mini course. Learn to generate traffic to your website over and over again. So that's my signature, and here's my response right here. So I like the response. I'm satisfied with it. I'm satisfied with my signature link here, and I'm going to hit submit reply. Now you do also have other options. Just make sure you check to see what the other options are. You definitely want to show your link, and if you want to get notified when someone responds back, which is good to know, I usually like to put instant email notification. Just let me know when someone subscribes to the thread or someone responds to this thread, so you kind of can get some immediate feedback. So I'll hit the submit reply, and it's going to take me to my posted response. you can see here, you have two people here that didn't write any good quality response. They say, why not use the code Flash spits out to embed the FLV file? I mean, how does that help you out? I mean, that doesn't, you're not really saying anything. And then this person wrote, do you hold copyright to redistribute those files? So no one's really offering any help. They're just, you know, writing quick sentences to get, you know, either get their post up or their post numbers up, or, you know, just to kind of not really provide quality content, but then they can just throw up a quick response, but then have their signature displayed, which is not what you want to do, because you're not really offering anything to anybody. So provide a good quality response, something that's useful to the person that's asking the question, and you should see traffic coming to your site, because you're now looked at as someone who knows what they're talking about, or someone that's considered knowledgeable. Okay? So that's form signature, folks, and we're going to move on to the next one.